Praise Jesus. Yes, the steamer went off, so I will take it from where I stopped. Mama, how do you, if his mental health has been affected and kept saying he needs his time alone as he gets back to his feet, what do you do? Give him that time. When someone tells you their mental health has been affected, it's like an emotional damage. They can be exposed to things you can never believe they are able to do, such as killing you or killing themselves, such as sliding into proper depression that they might not come out from. So when people get it so much, allow them. You see, the secret of a bird is the ability to fly and come back to his nest. Allow them to decloud their minds. If their mind has been clouded with so many things, let them remove those things they wish to remove and rethink and regain themselves. It is very, very dangerous for somebody to lose their mind. They can be under control of even forces they are not able to manage. So it is good if you allow them to themselves. Another question I saw before the network. Mama, how do you deal with a man who feels he cannot be satisfied by one lady just because it is something from the bloodline, from the dad and the grandparent? It's an ideology. It's an ideology. And because that person have that an ideology, no matter what you try to do with them, they might not be able to listen to you because they feel entitled. That entitlement is a challenge. That's an ideology. It is you to make a decision. Are you ready to go out with such a person who has already made a vow within themselves that I can't stay with one woman? If you are the kind of lady who has the ability to withstand such pressure, it's okay. If you are not that kind of lady, don't put yourself in it, because that man is already lenient enough to you. He's already truthful enough to you, telling you that, look, I can't do this. You see, that is somebody who is trying to tell you something that is very genuine. You must use wisdom to calculate what you cannot do. Don't start blaming the man. Oh, what kind of a useless man are you? He told you before you enter that I can't stay without more than one woman. So don't enter if you cannot manage that. If you can manage it and you are comfortable, good and fine. To change that kind of person, especially when you know it is in the bloodline, so he has a reference point to tell you, even my mother did it, even my father did it, even my brother did it. So what if I do it? Now, who will even advise that person tomorrow? No one to run to for advice. So he's already building in a fallen block. So you have to use a lot of wisdom to run away before you enter. Except if you are already inside, then you discover that this is who he is. Then if you have children already, you have to build your own muscle of absorption. You absorb the shock that comes with that reality. Mama, if I am a single lady after divorce, what is the best way to raise my child, my boy child? What are the tips I can do to ensure my child does not feel the emptiness of not having a dad and raise him? Okay. Most times, there are not things that cannot be taken away, by the way. Some things, God created it like that they cannot be taken away. And when you have some of those things that cannot be taken away, it becomes a very big challenge. You can't completely eradicate the emptiness of a child when they cannot feel the presence of their father. You can't completely eradicate that feeling. It's not really possible for you to be able to successfully remove that feeling from your child. It's almost impossible. But what do you do to make it better? You have to, if you have a brother, you can initiate your brother into the child so that they can have a conversation. And there are some specific age in a boy-child life that needs a role of a man. When you get to that specific stage, don't allow the child to suffer. Prepare that stage for that child. Let's give an instance. When a child is 12 years, they start having their pubic hairs. When they are around 12, 13, 14, they need to shave because they don't understand why they are having hair in their private bodies. So that child, if he's not a bold child, he might not come to ask you a question. He will be so demoralized, so stressed, because he doesn't understand what is happening to him. And if he goes and tells his friends and expose himself, it can be a very big challenge. So what do? You already know that when the boy is around 10 years, as the mother, you should sit down and start telling him, when you start noticing hair growing from this part of body, don't be afraid. It is sign of maturity. When it is very grown, you can tell me, I show you what to do, and you continue afterwards. Then they get to a point in their life where they start ejaculating consciously or unconsciously. So that feeling of ejaculating an erection, they need to understand. You need to now know that age period that you will come into the child life to tell them, when you get an erection, it's not a bad thing, because you see some of them, when they start having that erection, you tell them to wake up in the morning. They don't want to wake up. They lie down flat and still pretend like they are sleeping. They are ashamed to stand up, and something is standing like it's going to war, and they are not planning to go to war. So it brings a lot of imbalance in their mindset. You, as the single mother, know the stage that the children changes their cycles in their developmental system of the body, organs, and begin to play the role before it gets there, because that's what really becomes important in the life of that child, so that traumatizing stage will be taken away from the boy, and he will be good, and God helping you also. Mama, okay. Some men do not accept being left, and they start harassing girlfriends when she decides to leave. How should a woman leave such a man? Now, if you have a man who does not want to be left, and you have seen every reason why you need to go away from that person, the first method to use is distance. Don't tell them you are leaving, because you have already seen them. Some, they even threaten you that, oh, when you leave me, I will die. Don't kill them, because they have mothers who love them, even if you don't want them. What do? Take a journey, a trip that will make you to stay for long. You see, out of sight necessarily sometimes becomes out of mind. When the child or the boy will stop seeing you, they will start developing a new set of friends, or start putting their energy in something different. And there is a season people can wait and get tired of waiting, and they will let go of what they are waiting for. So such kind of people, the best way to depart from them is create a distance that makes them not to be able to access you as frequent as they wish. Make it clear, not that you are doing it because you are fighting them. That distance will be the corridor, or will be the bridge that will lead you to that breakup, because they are also sensitive. That's the wisdom that I will advise that you can use as a person to break up with someone who is very possessive and not letting go. Another strategy you can use, you can give them time. You see, there are people who truly love you genuinely, but they are not going where you are going. But they truly love you genuinely. Their love is pure and their love is legit. But unfortunately, they have a lot of irresponsibility around them. And because of that irresponsibility, you are too responsible to stay with them and you need to go. What do you do with those people? Give them time. Don't break them once. Take it pole, 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 pole. Let them get their food, because remember, some of them, they might not be the reason for their problem. Maybe upbringing. Maybe they were exposed to a spoiled mother who spoiled them, or family who did not give them the opportunity to become a better version of themselves. So sometimes you have to weigh it, which area, where is this coming from? That will help you to decide how to separate, because you also don't want to leave someone and they end up killing themselves. You might suffer the impact all your life. So you have to do it with love, with care, and for the good reasons for the both of you. That's the best way I can advise someone to pull out on a relationship that is not healthy. I believe this teaching today, because of the network and the network and the lighting issue, it will be merged together so that it can be a full teaching, and it will be premiumed maybe tomorrow or maybe today, I don't know. But I know that God is helping someone. That lady out there, please, that wife out there, listen to this teaching. Stop being surprised. Signs are always there. The way you see symptoms is the way we get signs in everything we do as an individual. I pray that God will bless you, and those who their marriages are having issues, may God send you help and wisdom. Those who are expecting and trusting God to give them a life partner, may God connect you to somebody who can live peacefully and patiently with you. And I pray that one time, we will all come together to appreciate the beauty of family. Shalom. God bless you.